Hey guys, welcome back to the educational half of Rum and Board. I'm Hawk. Let's learn how to play a game. One of the most exciting things you can do in life is gather a posse and steal a bunch of shit. Movies, TV shows, and games all prove this basic fact of American life. Crime not only pays, it's self-affirming. But what about after the heist? Surely you deserve an extra diamond or two. And what about Uncle Ralph? He was pretty useless. In fact, he almost blew the entire operation. We should just kill him this time. Cash and Guns is a hardcore, strategy-heavy, 7-hour worker placement deck-building Eurogame with paintable minifigs set in World War II. No, it's not. Cash and Guns is just a hilarious, frantic party game about cash and guns. Backstab your fellow gangsters, riddle them with bullets, and then walk away from the table with riches out the wazoo. But let's be serious, this game is really just an excuse to play with sweet toy guns. Pachow! Pachow! Pachow!
Then you're supposed to say, I'm so cool.
I'm so cool. Set up. Dump out all the stuff on the table. Be honest, this is how you start setting up most games. Grab the loot cards, shuffle them, and then put them in 8 stacks of 8 cards each. Then stack the stacks, stacks on stacks on stacks, in alternating orientations. You'll fight over 8 loot cards every turn for 8 turns. Lay out the new Godfather token. Not to be confused with the Godfather's desk, which is standing up. Players, choose your gangsters. Give each player 3 bang cards and 5 click cards. Players, keep these secret throughout the game. Now choose someone to be the starting Godfather, and give them the Godfather's desk. As my grandpappy always used to say, "Sonny, there's nothing like a desk of damn fine mahogany to make your enemies weep tears of fear." God. Then he died of throat cancer, completely unrelated to gang violence. Now's the best part. Give each player a foam gun. Guns are fun, and this game will make you believe it. Open carry for days. Maybe the NRA is onto something. Oh. Playing the game. The game is played in turns that go like nya. First, flip over 8 new loot cards. Now, each player secretly chooses whether or not to load their gun by playing either a click or a bang card face down. The Godfather counts to 3. This count begins exactly when the Godfather feels like it, and not a moment before. 3 shall be the number they shall count to, and the counting shall be 3. 4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2, excepting that thou proceedst to 3. 5 is right out! On 3, each player points their gun at another player of their choice. The Godfather may then tell any other player to change their target. The Godfather makes him an offer he don't refuse. Courage! The Godfather counts to 3 again. On 3, all players simultaneously either knock down their characters or leave them standing. Knockdown players don't get shot that turn, but also don't shoot anybody and don't get a part of the loot. Knockdown players, and anyone who's targeting them, set their guns aside and discard their bullet cards face down. Now all players still in it to win it reveal their bullet cards. Click cards do nothing, but everyone who played a bang card shoots their target. This gives the shot player a wound token and kicks them out of the round. Tending to a bullet wound is lower on Maslow's hierarchy of needs than, well, pretty much everything else, it turns out. If you get 3 wounds, you're dead for good and out of the game. Whoops.
Sure.
Whoops. Whoops. Gangnam Style. No, you don't get their stuff. Have some respect for the dead, you f***ing monsters. Now, the other best part. Everyone left standing gets to split the loot. Starting with the Godfather and moving clockwise, players take turns choosing 1 piece of loot to take from the pile, until all the loot is gone. A player can also choose to take the new Godfather token instead of a loot card. That'll make them the Godfather next turn. And that's the end of a turn. Start at the top and do it again. Repeat until the loot is gone or everyone is dead. The loot. The loot. The loot is on fire. Let's talk about the loot for a second. There's 5 kinds. Bills of various denominations are the most common type. They add directly to your loot pile. Diamonds have an equivalent cash value, and in addition, the player with the most diamonds cards gets a $60,000 bonus at the end of the game. Nobody gets the bonus if there's a tie. Paintings increase in value as you get more paintings. All your paintings together have value as a collection. One painting is worth just $4,000. 2 paintings is worth $12,000, and 7 is worth $200,000. First aid removes all wounds from you. It's used instantly. You can't save it for later. Thieves live in the moment. They don't plan ahead. And no one can resist applying Hello Kitty Band-Aids immediately. Clips allow you to exchange one of your unplayed bullet cards for a bang card from the box. If the box is out of bang cards, they're useless. Game over. The game's over when all the loot's gone, which happens at the end of 8 rounds. Count up your loot! The still living player with the most loot wins. If you win, it is mandatory that you make it rain. Once you've played a time or two, you can add powers, giving each character a special flair. For example, you could be the dictator, who is able to prevent other players from taking specific kinds of loot. Or you could be the cute, who gets a free $5,000 every round. Oh my god, he's just too cute. I can't resist those puppy eyes. There are 16 powers to choose from. Now that's what I call a gangster's dozen. Bored already? That's the trouble with this generation. Such short attention span. There's an expansion with new powers, new loot types, and new foam guns? So that's Cats and Nuns, the game where the only thing harder than hurting your cats is hurting your Vestal Virgins. So that's Cashew Buns, these little breakfast things that have cashews on them. Also sugar. So that's Cash and Puns. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel there, aren't you, Script Boy? Pew pew! God damn it, Script Boy! So that's Cash and Guns, the banking industry simulator. Check out our playthrough to watch us get heisty playing it as a drinking game. But before you do, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this. Like this video if you agree with me that burglar is a synonym for banker. And if you're feeling particularly loaded, why not leave a comment letting us know what game we should play next? Get it? Loaded? Because, guns, but also money. This is our last tutorial of the season, so I'll see you in 2016. But until then, play responsibly.